way to load without a winch. Whew, a poor man's way. That's a poor man's winch right there. Now I gotta get all this untied. Tight. Well, I gotta get a pair of pliers to undo that knot. Welcome to Hanging with GZ. What's going on, everybody? Probably wondering what I'm doing. Well, big sale coming up this weekend. Draft horse and equipment sale in my area, so I ain't got much use for it anymore, and I got tons and tons of other stuff. And I built this wagon here a few years back and built it as a parade wagon. It might be rotted just in a couple spots, but anyway, I'm gonna take it to the sale and see what it brings. Hell, it might not bring 50 bucks. But anyway, I got her loaded. I loaded it with the buggy, the rope and the buggy. Started using the come along, and hey, you can't find nothing anymore. How I got a come along, a brand new come along, and the gear busted in it. So, oh well, what's new in this world, you know? Anyway, I went to buy a winch today, and I guess I'm too tight to buy a winch. I just didn't want to turn loose the money to buy one, so I figured, oh hell, I'll just load it that way, and all I got to do is roll it off. I'll put a rope on it, measure off there for it won't roll out on the parking lot. So I'll just measure off, push it off, and then the rope will catch it when it rolls off. But anyway, I'm gonna go load some more stuff, and like I say, I got an abundance of this stuff. Hell, nobody gives a crap about this stuff anymore, you know. The old timers are all passing on the younger generation. Hell, they're just a bunch of yuppies, you know. They don't care about nothing anymore. So hate to be that way, you know, hate to sound like that, but it's true, you know. I couldn't even get nobody to help me do this, you know. Everybody's off playing this or playing that or shopping or getting their nails done or their hair done, you know. So ain't much interest in it anymore. So I just took and decided, well, I'll just do it myself, you know, and do it the hard way. I'm used to doing stuff the hard way. So let's go get some more equipment loaded, and I got some collars I'm going to load that I bought over the years to use on my horses, and I'm just going to sell out. I ain't got no use for it. I'm going to keep what I can use, but I got an abundance of stuff, and we're just going to take it to the sale this weekend and see what we get. Whew. Ah. Whoa, baby, whoa. Well, I got to do something a little different. I might have to have some help on that one. Whew. Oh, hell on a fat boy. Especially an old fat boy. Hey, I got them loaded though. I think I'm going to tie them down now and proceed on down the road here tomorrow afternoon. Take them down to the sale. I'm going to throw a harness on there. I got a couple of nice harnesses I don't use anymore. Got a bunch of collars. big horse holders. See if I can get rich. Probably won't bring 50 bucks, but what the hell. Hey, it's 2021, you know. Probably cost me $50 in gas, you know. Life's a bitch and then we die. Let's do it. Well, I wanted to take just a minute. I'm going to share a story with you. Means I'm getting rid of this four-cart right here. It's called a four-cart. You hook your horses up here as a team like a wagon. On the back here you got equipment, hitch or whatever. You can pull a planter, you can pull a harrow, you can pull anything drag type machinery. I guess you could even pull a car. I've had a trailer hooked to that hauling wood out of the timber down there one time. I got to tell you a story about that four-cart before I get rid of it. One time I bought a pair of colts in Grove, Oklahoma. And some of you watch this video, you remember them horses, Old Buck and Barney. Best two horses I ever had. Old Buck, he was a little better pulling horse, but old Barney, he was a little lazy, but boy, he was a good farm horse, good wagon horse. Man, I used to go to churches and haul kids down the road, go on hay rides and different things. But I got to tell you a story about this four-cart. I built this four-cart, God, I can't even remember, years ago when I was working horses all the time. And I'd worked them coats on it, and I probably, it was around 1992, 93 probably when I built this. Been a many a mile when I built this anyway. And my dad had bought a horse from an old boy up north of town here, and he was needing a horse, and the old horse's name was Bud, and I'll never forget. Old Bud had run away one time shucking corn. We were shucking corn in the winter time, and anyway, I took a hell of a ride with him, and he'd always wanted to run off. So I was young, of course a lot younger than I was now, and I wasn't scared of anything. The only thing I was scared of was fire and a tornado. I've already been through a tornado, ain't scared of that no more. But anyway, I was hooked to this four-cart. I told my dad, I said, I'll work old Bud tonight. So I hooked up old Bud, and I had an old horse called Mike with him, one of my dad's horses. I was out here in this timber, and I was dragging logs. All of a sudden, these big old turkeys come out of the hedgerow, and I mean, they was a clucking and going on and flopping their wings and starting to fly off. And old Bud, boy, he throwed his ears up. And I pulled back on him, and I knew we was in trouble, and I had a log on there about 8 foot long. It wasn't that heavy, about, I don't know, it was probably a hedge post, probably about 8 inches, 8, 9, 10 inches around, 8 foot long. Well, it might have been 9 foot long. We took him up this hill, and we come out here on this field out here that I'm kind of sitting on out here in front of my house. And I mean, I was a cooking now. I don't know, I probably run 17, 18 mile an hour, and I'm just guessing that by a garden tractor, pulling a garden tractor, but I was running pretty good speed. Well, there was this hump out there, a terrace, as we come into this field out here, and I hit this terrace, and you can see the seat on this thing. Well, maybe you can't, but anyway, the seat on this thing, this no iron seat. I was sitting on that. My old butt bounced up in the air and about throwed me off. I sat back down in the middle of her, and I started sawing on her. We made 3 laps around this Bermuda patch, and I just got this Bermuda patch seeded at the time, or sprigged at the time. Man, I was out there cutting donuts, and I just let them horses run. But I thought I was in the chariot races. I'll never forget this thing. Right after I built that. So I'm telling you, whoever's going to buy this, you're buying one tough four-cart. It ain't got no brakes on it. Hell, you ain't got a horse. You got a horse run off. Hell, them brakes ain't going to do no good. You know, a lot of people that buy this shit, you know, does it have brakes on it? Hey, you get a pair of big old draft horses, you know, and they want to run. Brakes ain't going to do you no good. You just well take and wipe your butt before you poop, because that's what it's like, you know. I mean, I'm telling you the truth, you know. I've been everywhere, I've been done it, I've did it all. So anyway, I had a hell of a runaway with this thing one time, and I'm gonna say goodbye to it tomorrow. So anyway, I just want to tell that story, and I made these rings. I don't know if you can see them or not, but I made these tug rings. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I made that out of electric fence post. I bent it around through a vise, and I was so tight back then I didn't want to buy no hitch pins. And hey, that's treated steel, so it's going to work. So anyway, whoever's going to get that cart's going to get a good cart, and I'm going to lose a lot of memories over it, but I'll never forget the runaway I took on that cart. So let's get this strapped down and we'll head to the sale tomorrow. Woo, good Friday morning, everybody. Hey, got the old wagon delivered last night, the old 4-cart. I didn't show it. My wife was with me. She don't like it when I'm videoing around her. She don't like to be on the camera. Anyway, we went down last night and rolled her off. There about maybe an hour. Checked in and loaded my harness, my collars. So headed to the sale this morning. She said, "Why ain't you going to drive your truck?" Well, I'm not driving my truck. I'm driving my work van. That way I ain't using so much diesel fuel. Well, it gets pretty good diesel mileage, but still I'm driving my van because I can drive down here for about $4 in this van. So anyway, let's go do it and enjoy the day. All right, I'm here. Tons and tons and tons of stuff everywhere. Inside they got I'll just take you in there and show you here in a minute. Hey, recognize that right there? The old wagon lined up, the old 4-cart next to it. Buggies and buggies, Amish buggies everywhere. Even got a horse trailer for sale. There's all my goodie stuff right there, my old pulling harness. Goodbye, my friend. Tons and tons of horse stuff, just unbelievable. Saddles everywhere, harnesses everywhere. Mine might not bring $5. Buckets, chicken feeders, everywhere. I think I might buy that and go to town and get groceries. Well, I guess you might say it's been one hell of a day. Spent almost over 8 hours at that sale today. Give me a little word of advice. If you think you got a fortune in something and old stuff, you don't have a fortune. Ain't nobody wants that junk anymore. Yeah, I was pretty happy today though. I got a whole whopping. I bought a harness. That harness new a few years back, get about $1,850 for it. Today I sold it $65 for the set. I did pretty good, didn't I? Wagon, you know, man, I'll tell you what, you know, price of wood and everything anymore, materials, you know what I got for that wagon? I did pretty good. I think I got a whole whopping $250. And the 4-cart, boy, that really took and surprised me a lot, you know. I thought I was going to get real rich on that, and I did. I made a whole whopping $50. And the DoubleTrees I took, man, I thought, man, them things, you know, them things are going to, man, I'll be able to buy a prime rib tonight, you know. But I'm too tired now. I'm just going to stay home and eat an egg sandwich, call it a night. But anyway, I thought, man, that them DoubleTrees are going to bring some money. And they did. They brought $5 a piece. So I understand now when I see a bunch. I used to have a fit when I see old machinery going to the junkyard. Well, there's a reason it's going to the junkyard. Nobody wants it today because if it ain't got a computer, you get shit out of luck. So anyway, that's kind of word from the wise today. If you think you got a fortune, you ain't got shit. So you know, don't get too excited about grandma and grandpa's old stuff because it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing today. This new generation today, you know, they don't give a crap. You know, it's got to have buttons on it. It's got to have a cell phone on it or a computer on it. So anyway, other than that, I had a pretty good day visiting some old timers today that I've known for years, and everything. So thanks for hanging with GZ, and we'll catch you on the next video.